అందరికీ నమస్కారం. SBR టాక్స్ ఛానల్ స్వాగతం. భారతదేశంలో అత్యంత క్రేజ్ ఉన్నటువంటి ఎగ్జామ్స్ ప్రధానంగా రెండు. ఒకటి నీట్, రెండవది JEE అడ్వాన్స్డ్. అఫ్ కోర్స్ సివిల్ సర్వీస్ అంటారు కానీ సీరియస్ ఆస్పిరెంట్స్ చాలా తక్కువ ఉంటుంది. దట్టు అది గ్రాడ్యుయేట్ తర్వాత చేసేది. సో అడ్వాన్స్ పేపర్, క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్ ఎట్లుంటుంది, ఆ క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్ సెట్ చేసేటువంటి ఆ పర్సన్స్ ప్రొఫెసర్స్ యొక్క మైండ్ సెట్ ఏముంటుంది, దాన్ని ఏ లక్షణాలు సెట్ చేయదలుచుకుంటారు, పరీక్షించదలుచుకుంటారు, అసలు దానిలో ఏ క్వాలిటీ స్టూడెంట్స్కి ఉంటే సీట్ వస్తుంది, స్టూడెంట్స్కి ఉండే క్వాలిటీస్ చిన్నప్పటి నుంచే కల్టివేట్ చేసుకోవాలా, తర్వాత వస్తుందా, ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ ఇంపార్టెంటా, హార్డ్ వర్క్ ఇంపార్టెంటా, సో చిన్నప్పటి నుంచే చదవాలా లేకుంటే ఇంటర్మీడియట్ ఫస్ట్ 10th క్లాస్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఇలాంటి అనేక రకాల సందేహాలు పేరెంట్స్ మధ్యలో ఉన్నాయి. వీటన్నిటినీ ఆన్సర్ చేయాలంటే నాలాంటి ఒక సామాన్యుడు IIT ఎగ్జామ్ సంబంధించి క్రాక్ చేయని వాళ్ళు ఆన్సర్ చేయలేరు. కాబట్టి ఒక్కరు కాదు, ముగ్గురు ఫ్యాకల్టీస్ మోడ్యులస్లో టీచ్ చేస్తున్నటువంటి ఫ్యాకల్టీస్ IIT ఢిల్లీలో చదువుకున్న వాళ్ళు మీకు ఈ ప్రశ్నలకు మీకు సమాధానాలు నివృత్తి చేస్తారు. దానిలో ఇద్దరు బీటెక్ టాప్ ర్యాంకర్స్ అయితే మరొకరు PhDలో టాప్ ర్యాంకర్. సో వాళ్ళకు పరిచయం చేసిన తర్వాత ఒకసారి JEE అడ్వాన్స్ సంబంధించినటువంటి ఎగ్జామ్ పేపర్ను ఒక అవలోకనం చేసుకోవడం, ఒక అవగాహన చేసుకుంటే మన పిల్లలు ఎట్లా ప్రిపేర్ కానో మనం అర్థం చేసుకోగలుగుతాం. ముందుగా వాడిని పరిచయం చేసిన తర్వాత చర్చలోకి వెళ్తాం. నితిన్ కుమార్ సార్, నమస్తే సార్.
నమస్తే సార్.
సో సార్ ఈజ్ ఫ్రమ్ IIT ఢిల్లీ, బీటెక్ ఎలక్ట్రికల్, ఆల్ ఇండియా 359 ర్యాంక్. మహిపాల్ సార్, నమస్తే సార్. మహిపాల్ సార్ ఈజ్ PhD from IIT Delhi, chemistry subject. Nitin sir from maths background, he is taking maths classes in MODULUS. And Abhibhav Sharma sir is all India 162 ranker IIT JEE examination, and he is a physics faculty in the MODULUS. So coming to Nitin sir, so all three people have traveled this journey, JEE mains advanced. So you are teaching since many years also. You taught some days in Bansal, Fiji and now Modulus. So how do you rate this paper? What is the difficulty level of this question paper, advanced?
Sir, I think according to me, difficulty level of this JEE Advanced paper is very high. Considering everyone, there are some extraordinary minds in India who will do very good in this exam also. I think last year the student who got rank 1, he scored almost 96% marks, which is extraordinary. But considering a general mindset of the general students, the difficulty level of JEE Advanced I think is very high according to me. And what I feel is this exam, students who are skilled then trained will be able to get more success in this exam.
What is the difference between skill and trained?
See, trained means like animals can be trained. Okay, so they can be.
Skill also can be trained. So it's aptitude.
No. They have to train so that they become skilled. Right? If they train properly, they will become. Training have particular ways of training. Skilled people will always think about how to improve the skills. But for example, every coaching will have different way of training. Right? So if that training is making the person skilled, it is important. If the training is not making the person skilled, you do 150 questions blindly and do from morning to evening, but the student is not having any interest, there is no requirement, he is not having that eagerness to learn, so he won't become a skilled person, but he is continuously training. Right? So I believe for JEE Advanced, for example, students can get 95% marks in intermediate with training, but they cannot get 80% marks only with training. They need to be skilled for advance, I believe. And for which, according to me, 80% role hard work plays, and remaining 20% maybe the extra factor some people may have, plus the consistency.
So do you think an average intelligent student can crack JEE coaching with proper JEE seat or rank with the proper training or skill, whatever you say?
Yes. I believe not only average students, sir, below average students can also get into JEE Advanced, according to me. As I said, hard work plays a major role. Okay, if you ask me, can he get rank under 50? chances are very less. Getting in rank under 50, 100. But if you ask, sir, can he get into IIT with his hard work, even if he's above or below average student, my answer will be yes. So, because 2 years consistent hard work and that inner urge to work hard, sacrifice, and keep trying, yes, it is possible.
Sir, you are also observing these JEE Advanced papers.
Yes, sir.
So, what do you think actually? Really, with mere hard work, getting JEE Advanced rank is possible without having innate abilities?
Sir, according to me, this exam is second most hard exam in India. After UPSC, the second most is JEE Advanced. So according to me, if you are going to crack this exam, then you have hard work, smart work plus skill. These three tools, you must have these three tools.
What is the meaning of skills, sir, actually?
Skills, it means there are some tools. According to me, I am the chemistry faculty. Chemistry, physical chemistry, inorganic chemistry, and inorganic or organic chemistry. These three chemistry are going to interlink with each other. Then teacher are going to find that relation and that particular concept is going to connect it with the rest of the concept. Then they are going to make some smart notes that skills are going to help directly to the students. They are going to get help from these skills and hard work and smart work. Then definitely anyone can crack this exam.
Sharma sir, actually, you have appeared for UPSC civil service exam also.
Yeah.
You are having, you to certain extent, you have studied philosophy also.
Yeah.
So that you will get some psychological things also. So philosophy is also part of psychology.
Yes, yes.
So actually psychology is a part of philosophy.
Yes, yes.
So my idea of any question paper, I have observed many question papers, many types of examinations. So if anybody asked me to set a question paper, first what I will do is, first I will prepare a list of qualities which I want to test on the person who is taking the test.
Yes, yes.
So for every question paper there will be some objectives and specifications.
Yes.
So what I am testing by conducting that test to a student, that is prime thing for any test.
Yes.
Not only JEE Advanced. So what I believe is, for JEE paper setters or for that IIT or for the board of IITs, there will be certain qualities or certain aptitudes,
Yes.
certain capabilities will be there, prescribed capabilities there.
Yes.
By using that paper, that papers will be tested like psychological test.
Sure, sure.
So what, as a topper of physics, a number one ranker of physics in your JEE Advanced session, you got 100% marks, and as a 162 ranker, what do you think, which qualities the question paper settings, who are setting the people, wanted to test from the students?
Yeah. Sir, I'll tell you, the main philosophy behind that question paper.
Yeah, exactly, that is the word I want to
ask in the JEE Advanced is, if I can summarize everything into one word, it is the deep understanding of the subject. Do you really understand the subject or are you bluffing? Because JEE Advanced is set in such an innovative way, questions are not repeated at all. You will never find a question in JEE Advanced which was repeated a couple of times back. No, every single question that is asked every single year is a brand new question. So can you really think, do you really understand the topic? Do you have full clarity? Do you really love the subject? Because that clarity can only come when you are really in love with the subject. So what they are trying to test is, are you a good, is your understanding proper? Are you really liking that subject? And can you innovate? Can you think new ideas? Because at the end of the day, when you go to a good college, a good IIT, you have to be an innovator. IITs are known for their innovation. All the products that we see in the markets, we know that a major chunk of those products are being produced by very good college students, especially from IITs. So they are basically testing that, can you think new? Can you think short? Can you think precise and crisp? That is the main idea. That is why every single subject in IIT, in JEE Advanced, will focus on the understanding part. The same question can be approached in a very long manner also. The same question can be approached in a very small trick also. The full concept. That is the main understanding. So if the student understands the subject well, he will be able to clear it with full hard work and full honesty.
Sir, what my point is, there are two things. Pure sciences is there.
Yeah.
Technological subjects also there.
Yeah.
IIT is more about technology, not pure science.
Yes.
You told that deep understanding of subject will be tested in the pure sciences. For example, PhD examinations. So there's a pure deep understanding is required. Of course, for IIT also, we should have deep understanding. More than that, problem solving, critical thinking, logical, analytical, this will not be tested.
These will be tested, but sir, these are the add-ons. The first you have to have the good understanding of the subject.
That's a basic. It's a
That is the basic.
prerequisite.
That is the most core part of it.
Yeah.
Then you can learn how to manage the time. Then you can distribute your time according to the subject's requirement, your own abilities, whether you like subject, let's say maths more or chemistry more or physics more. Is the issue with time management? People come to us, students come to us, sir, I can solve the question, but the problem is coming with the time management. So that means the issue is
That is a capability, I think.
Yes.
Within that time, answering is a capability.
Yes.
Answering is not a capability.
Exactly. So he has to work on managing the time more than managing the subject. Some people can come, sir, I can solve the question quickly, but the understanding of the subject is tougher for me. I have to understand the subject first more at the more fundamental level. Only then I can apply the concept. So every student will be different in that sense. Again, what I believe is the exam is trying to test the real understanding of the subject.
That is the core.
That is the core. If you are okay with the subject, your concepts are clear, crystal clear, you will the rest of the things, time management, analytical skill, speed, all that will be managed through
The fundamental thing is the deeper, clear understanding.
clear understanding.
That is your opinion.
Yes.
Nitin sir, actually you are basically
Sir,
teachers.
I will add one more thing here.
Yeah.
Actually, what sir want to say, right now we are getting in the market so many things, short tricks to solve LV question, right? Parents, students find it very interesting that these are the short tricks. Well, maybe what sir want to say is, if you directly apply the short trick without understanding of the subject, it is of no use.
Yes.
So please, students also, it's my request to the student, please do not fall behind those things that you will be learning advanced level question with short tricks.
Yes.
Not possible, sure.
It is short tricks are possible. After deep understanding of the concept, you can relate how to do in a shorter way.
He should be derived the shortcuts by his
Yes.
own.
Yes.
Correct.
Then
So,
that will be there. Not following blindly.
because sometimes what happens, maybe some teachers or maybe some coaching center, they may try to attract students that say we will teach you in a shorter way. There is no shorter way for JEE Advanced. If you don't know the concepts, that shorter way is waste to you. IIT is not a fool. They are not going to give you questions which can be solved without understanding of the subject. Once you understand, you will do one way maybe for 15 minutes. Then when you are struggling for 15 minutes, you will get so many thought process. Then you will end up getting, I can do it like this also. Then you will get a shorter way.
So, coming to the original question, sir, you told in the beginning, any below average students also can crack.
Correct.
My question is, you have taught maybe 1,000 students so far, more than that 1,000 also you might have taught in your career. Now also you are teaching. My point is, everybody is getting up at 5 or 6 o'clock in your institution. Everybody is coming to your college. Everybody is listening. Maximum students are learning, not everybody. Everybody is writing their test. Then why only few people are getting, the other are not getting? When everybody is possible, for even average student, below average students also can get, means why all are not getting equal marks?
Sir,
Same training.
That is also a very good question. Normally, what I personally believe, I told one more thing, skill is very important, right? If the below average student, for example, all are writing the exam, right? Some people will go to the exam, they will be nervous. Some people will go to write the exam, they will be excited for the exam. Some people will be normal for the exam. They won't react. It's just normal procedure for them to write the exam. With what mindset they are going, how crazy they are to solve those questions, how excited they are to solve those questions also matters. If what I'm saying is, normally sir, if you see success rate, every year 14 lakh students are going to write the exam. Out of 14 lakhs, how many are able to make it, sir?
That's what I'm asking.
20,000, right? Now if you ask me, if you see all those 20,000 students who are able to clear JEE Advanced exam, are all the students who are getting 10 CGPA in 10th? No.
That's what I'm telling. So what my observation is, some hidden by birth, some basic aptitudes, basic capabilities are required. Otherwise, however you work hard,
no,
this is not successful. That is my opinion. It may be true or false.
Sir. By birth, not required. But you told, normally what happens, let us say one student is below average till 10th. when they start working hard.
So if he is having that intelligence only, it is possible. That's what I'm telling.
No. For example, sir, here, just I'll give one more example. Till 10th class, how do you decide student is average or below average? What is the parameter?
Not by marks.
Then how?
So by way of thinking, by way of answering, by way of analyzing, you can observe it without studying also. Even illiterate people also having the intelligence.
So I think maybe then I'll answer your question. Maybe I misunderstood in a different way. If you ask me, sir, one student don't know 15/7/105 in class 10th, can he clear the exam? My answer, I think, very difficult. Okay, somebody who cannot do normal multiplication at class 10th, it will be difficult for him.
There are two things, sir. If he is not doing multiplication, means there are two factors. One is he might have not trained. One thing, he may not have learned so far. Second one is even he was trained, but he could not absorb it. There are two things.
No, sir. That is a very basic example of multiplication. It's like as it is example.
Not exactly multiplication.
It is as it is example, sir. For example, if you ask, what do you see in class 10th, at class 10 students, that you can decide is above average, below average, or normal student or extraordinary student. So normally, sir, normally I see, let us say I'm a maths teacher. If you can multiply, divide fast, you can solve basic mental ability questions. Like your father, sister, daughter is what to you? Basic common sense questions. Normally, if they are able to answer those questions comfortably, where training is not required, according to me.
Yeah.
Okay. If they are able to do those things properly, I think yes, then still on paper they might look sometime below average or maybe above average as per the marks, as per the society, right? Actually, sir, this framework of above average, below average should not exist, according to me. I feel is, if the student you should ask what are the basic qualities you need in the student, so that we can say it is the right direction for him to prepare for advance, right? So for me, I feel for maths, he should have basic counting things. He should be able to count properly. He should be able to do this counting very, very fast. If those things are there, he is not at all getting any confusion. I feel he is capable to crack maths in JEE Advanced, according to me. If you say, sir, he can't do multiplication, but he's above average. I don't feel that he's above average if he can't multiply. It's a pure example. Multiplication is only the example. Okay. So we need some basic prerequisites are there. This is what we need. Like we conduct exam, we have admission test. We check that thing. If the student is getting less, for example, if we have 240 marks, paper is not very difficult, it's not very, very easy. So if there's somebody who's getting 40 plus marks, we say not advanced, but he may get some to good level. Rest depends on his consistency for 2 years. But yes, you can come and take admission. Somebody who is getting less than 40, we recommend, according to us, I don't think he is fit to clear advance. But 1 in a million may prove us wrong. It's a special case. Some people, I think, what happens, sir, I give one more example in the class, actually. I think most of you Telugu viewers have seen that movie, Sir. Dhanush is the actor. So, who come out to be on rank 1 in the last in that movie? Person who used to drink alcohol. I don't find it practically, it is possible. It was a movie, so they did it. Who has been continuously drinking and not studying, and in the last one day he studied and got MSET rank 1. I don't think it is possible, right? So, normally, sir, this above average, below average thing, first of all, who will decide? Parent will decide, expert will decide. But to some of your question, if students are able to multiply, add, subtract properly without any confusion, clearly, I think they are fit to go for this exam.
Sir, you have gone through 2 tests, I think. You are training JEE Advanced in MODULUS.
Yes, sir.
So you are dealing with JEE Advanced exam. You wrote PhD examination, you got All India 90 rank. In PhD examination also, you took your PhD from IIT Delhi.
Yes,
so PhD also, you have written examination. You are training these students with JEE Advanced also.
Yes, sir.
Do you find any significance difference between these 2 patterns of testing?
Sir, first of thing I want to say PhD is a different platform that a
on
particular
the testing pattern.
pattern testing. Because during PhD we are going to understand lots of the like critical thinking approach of the problem, how to solve this problem. These things are going to analyze in during the PhD. If I am going to stuck somewhere in particular problem, I have just put a reaction in my lab. Then this reaction I want a particular direction, but reaction is going in different direction. Then we are going to approach to solve this problem like that. Each and every student have different mind, okay, but we are finally we conclude which like this particular reaction is from particular segment. So each and every student have different segments. Then we are going to analyze some basic skills. The skills are student must be clearly understand the concept, and imagination power is strong for particularly chemistry, because some part of the chemistry need a strong imagination power. If I am going to say you never visited to Taj Mahal, but you see the picture of Taj Mahal, then you can easily imagine the Taj Mahal. Then the student is going to say, yes sir, I can imagine the Taj Mahal after closing my eyes, like this pillar like that. So that means the student have strong imagination power. So chemistry required particularly such type of imagination power, and some understanding, concept understanding also required, and then some connectivity, like remembering power of the concept. If he is not going to remember today class in next day, then this is also a problem. Then we are going to approach particularly the student how to resolve this particular issue. Such type of thing we can easily understand for this JEE Advanced paper in the class or the students.
Sir, actually there are two questions for you. One thing you told, there is a deeper understand is a mandatory to crack exam, you told.
Yeah.
One is how to get that deeper understanding. One is, so you want better coaching, means everybody is getting nowadays better coaching, number one. Number two, do you think by birth student will be having certain potentials, intelligence or mental ability, critical reasoning, logic, ability? Do you think by birth it will be there, or by nourishing, by training, everybody can be done for any capability, any efficiency?
Any efficiency. I'll answer the second question first. Sir, both things go hand in hand. We all are born with some innate abilities.
Do you think that?
Yes, definitely, sir. Innate abilities include your height. Can you control your height? The height that you will reach? No. Can you control the skin color?
Disability also you cannot control.
Yes. So similarly, there is some IQ, basic IQ level.
Mental potentials will be there. Definitely by birth.
Potential will be there. Some basic.
Everybody is unique by birth itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
But everyone has been distributed a fair amount of resources. Everyone has a fair amount of height. Everyone has a fair amount of IQ.
There will be a difference in the range.
Small differences in the range. We are leaving the extraordinary
exception students.
The masses, the chunk will have the reasonable resources required to do anything in life. Similar is the case with the JEE also. You have the basic, as Nitin sir said, even a student who is below average in terms of the IQ level, in terms of the innate abilities, can crack this examination with hard work, with right work, smart work, with right strategy, and if trained in a proper manner towards the exam. Coming to the first question, what was it, sir?
So means by how to get the deeper
how to get that deeper understanding, sorry. So I think, deeper understanding can only come through real curiosity about the subject and the belief that you should not believe. You should not believe, you should ask questions, you should engage with the teacher, you should really know what is going on in the subject rather than just absorbing whatever is being told to you. You have to start asking the questions. Why is this force only acting in this direction and not in this direction? Why is this mathematical entity only like this? Why is sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1? Why not 2? You have to ask these fundamental questions, and then slowly questions start giving you the real answers. And that is how you develop and deepen your understanding. If you start believing in things, science is not for beliefs. For beliefs, we have some different areas of life. Science, mathematics, chemistry, physics, all these are for know the things. So when you start knowing the things, when you start asking questions, when you start really getting into the subject, that is when your clarity will start to improve.
Sir, actually, if you believe, some people may not believe also IQ tests.
Okay.
So maybe 100 is the average, assume. 50 to 150 is IQ levels. Assume that it is true.
Okay.
There are some myths are there, many are there, so much of mess is there in the IQ.
Yes.
So 50 to 150 imagine, leave about above 150 and below 50.
Yeah.
What is the minimum required IQ for a student to get some rank in the IQ.
IIT.
IIT, JEE Advanced.
Sir, again, first of all, when you measure IQ, how is that system very accurate? That is itself the question.
Sir, maybe just...
There are some IQ societies are there.
No, sir, I'll add one thing. Just for examples, maybe. Can you predict Sachin Tendulkar will become a speaker like the famous Lata Mangeshkar? If Lata Mangeshkar would have been in cricket, Sachin would have been in singing. IQ is having, sir.
IQ is a very objective, sir. IQ
So that only.
is not depending on the talent. IQ person may not have any talent also.
Yes.
It's a way of approach, it's a way of thinking, way of understanding, way of apply the things. Even he is not having any skill, he may have high IQ.
Sir, there has been proper scientific research which has said, and you can Google it, which has said that emotional quotient is more important for success than intelligence quotient.
True.
So EQ is always more than IQ.
True.
So EQ means balancing your emotions.
Same IQ, assume.
Yes.
The certain same EQ. So what is the importance of IQ?
IQ can give some inherent favor to you because you are, let's say, you have some better IQ. You can understand things, grasp.
So what is the number of, what is the IQ? Assume that.
What should, sir, is asking
What should be the minimum IQ to crack that?
Sir, I'm not the right person to tell that
because it's a hypothetical question,
yes, sir.
Normally,
it requires research and all
Due to
that.
discrimination.
for example, if we say like, let us say 60 is the number, then
You cannot prove it. It's opinion
Yes,
only.
yes.
It's opinion only.
But if opinion means, sir, I don't think it will help students.
So psychology it is there that.
Sir,
it
if you say like that, now what happens in small towns, there will be some society who will say we are measuring IQ, and because MODULUS told if your IQ is above 60, you will get advanced.
Yes.
Then start keeping some show that
It's
let
a
us
pure
measure
academic,
IQ.
it's a pure academic exploration, sir. There is nothing that we are preaching or anything.
And student may also get scared that I measured my IQ online through some
Okay, that
website.
is also
and my
true. So it's a public, it is better not to tell.
Yeah.
So
But some good IQ should have.
Definitely.
We cannot give the number. So good IQ is a mandatory.
Sir, good IQ will give you
and
some
one
good.
more question, sir. With practice, can IQ be improved? That is also one, right? With practice, can you improve your IQ?
Yes.
As per psychologist, what is told is, I studied some education psychology also. Slightly you can improve.
Yes.
Slightly it will be reduced also, but the range will be there.
Yes. For sure.
But directly if you are having 100 IQ, you cannot improve to 150.
Yes.
For example, running. If you are starting, we are doing 100 meters, 15 seconds we are going. You can improve to 12 seconds, like 11 seconds. You cannot go to 8, 9 seconds.
Yeah.
There will be a human limit
Yes.
for this birth.
Yes.
Of course, soul is omnipotent.
Yes,
That's all power. That is different philosophy. But at certain time, so that intelligence is a below average student. Let us forget about these numbers. It's difficult to crack advanced. They can choose different career, I think.
Yes. Such students, if they are slow, I feel they should not be feeling only IIT is the option. They can try for it. Even if they are not able to get it, they have so many options to go. And we have seen, even I think you must have seen, there are many people who are very happy earning more money, but who are below average. And there are many extraordinary people who are not happy and maybe who may not be stable financially also. So, for example, sir, somebody who got rank 1 and who got rank 10. Can we say that person who got rank 1 will always be successful than rank 10? No. There's
Not
a
like
possible,
that.
right?
And one more thing, sir. So, for example, JEE Advanced, I too dealt with so many exams, some different way. So, for any exam, there is a there is certain elements to be tested. At that element, student may not be having. Some student may having the research scientific abilities.
Yes.
Some may have some aesthetic sense. Some may have physiological capabilities.
Some may be-
some leadership.
Yes.
Some may have a business sense. Some may have better entrepreneurship skills. So some may have acting. Acting will not be tested. Acting will not be tested in this IIT. So what I feel is JEE Advanced is not a test for which student will become successful person or not.
Yes. Yes. That only, sir. For example, if you ask, is it possible to become a very good entrepreneur by dropping out in class 10th? There is an example, OYO founder,
Yeah.
right? So actually, normally, sir, everything is possible.
Yeah.
Normally, we cannot deny this is not possible.
Yeah. If what we have to address the parents and students that If anybody is not getting proper marks in the advance, parents are feeling that he is a low
No,
level.
that is
so
wrong.
it is only prerequisite abilities are tested only. At that test only, this person. So I want to add one thing. If you say NDA site, National Defence Academy, one statement will be written in some paragraph. If you are not fitted, if you are not selected for NDA interview, SSB, Service Selection Board interview will be there.
Yes.
So don't think that you are unfit. So we want to test certain 24 qualities, officer-like qualities, OLQs.
Yeah.
So these you are not having qualities which are required for this post, defense post. It doesn't mean that you are not having any capabilities. So it is also written that there are 3 success people, most success people who are not selected for NDA.
Yeah.
Names I will tell you.
Okay.
Abdul Kalam, Amitabh Bachchan, Shah Rukh Khan. They were not successful in the NDA test. You see their success in the life. So what as the educated we people should address the people that any test has certain limitations. Only certain qualities are tested. If IIT, anybody crack means he is intelligent, he is having capabilities, critical thinking, problem solver, hard work. But if any person is not clear that exam, it doesn't mean that he is nothing.
Sure, sure.
Yes.
So what do you think, sir, actually?
Definitely, sir. IIT is not a bench. IIT's JEE Advanced particular is only a benchmark to
For
see
certain
Like,
qualities to test.
They are good in MPC.
Yeah,
They
they
are
are
the
good in
top minds in
MPC and some problem solving, some
Not only in MPC.
reasoning.
Only. In MPC, we should say.
In MPC only, that is
We
unlocked.
should say be very specific. Right? So.
MPC only.
Yes.
So Tendulkar also failed. So without proper understanding of the cricket and strategies, how he can compete is not a
Yes.
skill.
Maybe, sir.
He's having so many other capabilities only we can survive in the cricket actually.
Very simple, sir. I'll just relate with me. My personal favorite subject was maths. In advance, I got the least marks.
Least
in
marks,
maths.
and you told in the previous video
I
also.
got highest in chemistry, almost I think 2-3 marks or less. So normally, sir, still I'm teaching maths, right? If you see my advanced score, chemistry was on the top. Chemistry was my least favorite subject when I was a student.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, this IIT JEE advanced exam is checking your skills in MPC.
That's it.
How better you can understand it.
For a technocrat,
Yes.
to get admission, as of what are the conditions, what are the qualities required for a technocrat only tested. It is not a matter of total personality testing, total capabilities, total success. It is not test for successful or failure,
Sir,
below average
one
or
more
above
thing,
average.
Sir, it don't take only JEE Advanced. What is JEE Advanced actually? JEE Advanced is the India's highest level exam at MPC level. You take other exams, sir. Do you think cracking a CLAT is easy? Do you think getting into CAT is MBA, sir? Do you think this NEET is easy? Suppose if you want to get a seat in AIMS Delhi, which is basically for doctor, it's a dream for BPC student. Do you think that is easy? Sir, when basically what is, and suppose becoming a cricketer Virat Kohli, do you think it is easy? So everything is difficult if you want to go to that top level. Every exam is difficult. Maybe because right now parents are right now sir, only 2 things are going in the market, MPC, BPC. So they're more crazy about MPC, BPC exam. But you speak about any exam in any field, if you want to go that top level, it is difficult. No, because it's a competition ultimately. You have to be in the top and then you will be there. It does not mean if you fail that you are waste. Life will give you so many options to practice.
Yeah.
So many are there.
Yeah.
So I feel, sir, if normally, but what I'll say to student, if they don't take it in a negative way, if you have decided to come for this particular preparation, don't give up in the middle. Otherwise, don't prepare. You go for something else.
Quitters never win, winners never quit.
Yes. I say work hard and fail, normally. That is how I say to the student.
Yeah.
So,
Your standard quotation, Nitin sir.
work hard and fail. It is okay, because what happens, sir, like we spoke about average, below average. Normally what happens, let us say we are relatives. I came to visit your house. Sir is, let us say, my child. Just imagine hypothetically. We are discussing my child is below average, my child is above average. He is listening the conversation.
Yeah.
It is going to impact him. Then you start putting expectation from him.
Yeah.
Beta, I am sending you to MODULUS. You please get into JEE IIT top rank. See, sir, if the child is taking as a motivation, oh, my daddy want this and I'll do it no matter what happens. It's good. But it can become stressful also for him.
Yeah.
Because advance is not easy. If you are thinking for the top, there is mains, there is MSET, so many are there. So if you take, like, my daddy is expecting this, but I'm not even close to it. It might go in a negative way, which leads to suicides. So many cases, right?
So that is a message we are giving from this.
So please, any exam, whether UPSC, JEE Advanced, JEE Mains, NEET, whatever exam it is, sir, it is not going to decide your life. If you really want to try for it, you please try honestly. Sacrifice everything for it. If you are in the way, once it is over, it is over.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Had a great discussion.
Thank you, sir.